Also later on the video we got a special guest. You're going to love this guy. He's our tractor driver. Okay. Woo! Hold my breath while I do that. Got the mechanic on the job. If it doesn't fit, force it. Hey guys, yeah, just a bit of interest. This is an old Soviet press for making bales of hay, and in a minute it'll be working. But basically these little spikes pick up the grass, it goes in there and it gets smashed by a metal plate in there and keeps pressing, and has a different press to push it out the back here. And yeah, it's old technology, but there's a lot of moving parts and little counter, how many bales. And I always wondered how they tie the knot in this twine, you know. And then one day a guy showed me, if you can see it, little silver piece of metal in there. And from what I understand, some Uzbekistan lady inventor came up with the idea. And the string comes through and then it slips off one hip, hits another, twists and ties a knot. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, and this is a really old Belarus tractor from the Soviet times. And the local guys, they love these tractors. They easy to work on and parts are cheap. And like most old guys, they try to avoid the new technologies. So yeah, but it gets the job done, and they make a living out of it. So why not?
What are you doing?
Washing tractors.
Whose tractor is it? Uh-huh.
And I washed my tractor, and one of his name was, and was washing, and a big straw,
Mm-hmm.
and wash tractor, wash, swim, and this one is water. This water.
Just love the little tongue that sticks out every time. Is it clean?
Yeah. Ta-da!
Wow. Good job.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video of our little mate, our future tractor driver. He's pretty cool. I love him. Awesome. Doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, I just wanted to, from that video, just share some thoughts. As you know, I'm a follower of Jesus, and purpose of my YouTube channel is to, show a lifestyle and a community, a different place to my home in Australia, but also to challenge people to think, spiritually and to grow. That's what I hope for. And I think it's really important to teach children to contribute, to take responsibility. And I think, even I think we should learn to measure out disappointment, difficulty, pain to our children, so that, later on in life, it's not a huge shock to them when, someone criticizes them, or they're asked to do something that's above and beyond them a little bit, and they have to stretch. And if we raise our kids and measure, in a loving, acceptable way, measure out to our kids disappointment, difficulty, loss, even sadness sometimes, and teach them to cope through that through, hard work or prayer, asking for God's help in their life. That's something my mother taught me, and I value today. At the time it seemed maybe silly or, irrelevant, but now it's like, wow, Mum, that was the best thing you could have ever said to me, So, yeah, our little mate cleaning that tractor, I think it's a good example that you can actually teach kids at 4 years old to contribute and not just to consume, to help. And it's surprising, sometimes when life's really difficult and young kids come alongside of you and give you a hand, it's so small, but in another way it's so big. It encourages you and it gives you strength. And the Apostle Paul was telling, some of the churches that, he worked, even though he didn't have to work. He was entitled to support, but he said, I want to work because I want to have something more in my hand to give. And then he repeated the famous words of Jesus, it's more blessed to give than to receive. And, giving is not just a one moment thing and you sort of pat yourself on the back and say, oh, I gave this or I gave that, I helped this person or that person. But it's a character that you can build into your children, and a character that you can practice yourself, and it'll carry you through life. And, that's a great promise. It's more blessed to give. To contribute, to do your part. And so, never be afraid to think about and measure out some difficulties for your children, and it'll be later on, it'll be a blessing to them and it'll be a blessing to you. So guys, good luck with that, and I'll be praying for you.